Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bobcats will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bearcats offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, you'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Texas State's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's McLeod. Trying to get to him. Avoids pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback checking off. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. What a snag by the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing.
Neutrals on defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already thrown 1 interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
This time it's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. It's 1st and 10. They've moved into the 41. Defense in press coverage. He'll keep it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the Bearcats have enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Watson. Fires left. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Give to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like it because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. After run, now throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To the ground with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Setting up the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pressure coming. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gentry. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's McLeod. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on 1st down from the 30. He wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unloads it downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Going for 6. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
On target over the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account.
Fires one high and deep. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off with a big play.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Bobcats will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They get to the line quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. To throw, it's McLeod. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Bobcats. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Grab near the sticks. It's Evans. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Watson. He's right on target. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Bearcats are marching down the field. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Bearcats! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. On target to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. The quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm, make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football.
Ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a 2-point try to tie the game. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse. Off he goes. 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Comes out throwing on first down. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They get to him as he throws. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have